have no need for it whatsoever. Very well. Under linear equations, pick them up if you have notes on the linear equations. If not, start this. Your life is about to be altered forever. We have right now two different types of linear equations, two different forms we write them in. Can somebody tell me one? B. Schwartz. Yeah, standard form. And what does standard form look like? That is where you have ax plus by equals c. Remember when you solve standard form by finding x, y intercepts? The other one, second one, Maggie? Yeah, slope-intercept. Sometimes they call it slope y-intercept, but usually it's called slope-intercept. And slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b. Today, unfortunately, we learn a third one, which isn't hard, it's just confusing. And that is this, it's called the point slope form. And here you go. This is its generic form. It is y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. So put that in your memory banks, and you'll realize it is not anywhere near as difficult as it seems. I'll give you a chance to process that. So when you see something written in, it's really just, well, it really comes from the slope formula, but that's not here. Here's what something will look like if it's written in point slope form. It'll look like this. Y minus 6 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. This is written in point slope form. Wait, can I change that? No, that's just it. Okay. You with me, Watson? First of all, this. Okay, you can take this, and because of your infinite mathematical knowledge, you can easily change it from point slope form into slope-intercept form. How, you ask? Somebody could answer that. How? What? What do you mean how? I'm surprised you even. Wow. I'm surprised you even asked that. Somebody said it over there. Just solve this equation for y. Okay, I got y minus 6 equals, distributive property gives me 1/2 x minus 1, right? Half of 2 is 1. How would I solve that then for y? Just add 6 to this side, add 6 to that side. So this equation in slope-intercept form is y equals 1/2 x plus 5. That is this equation in the same thing. Now, can I graph it from there? Sure I could. It crosses the y-axis at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has a slope of up 1 over 2. So it's this line here. To which I ask you a question. Could you get the graph of this without changing it into slope-intercept form? Could I just take this y minus 6 equals 1/2 x minus 2 and graph it right from there without changing it into this form?
Yes. It's complicated.
Wow,
Yes.
it's not even really complicated.
It's harder, but yes.
Not even harder, I don't think.
It's something.
First of all,
different.
if you look at it, You know the slope of the line, right? The slope of the line is right here. That doesn't change when you write it into this form. 1/2 stays 1/2. And what was this? See, this was a y point, this was an x point, correct?
Correct.
So this is an x point, this is a y point, except here's where you have to be careful. Okay? Because this is a negative x, if you have a -2 there, what was x?
2.
A +2. Because this was a -6 and there's a negative there, what was y?
6.
+6. So look, there's my one xy point. If I know this is a point on my graph, which it is, here's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you get one point there and you know the slope, you just start with that point and go the slope. You see what I'm saying here? Let me go from scratch here. How about that? Nope, that'd be a little small. So let's say your slope-intercept or point slope form is y plus 2 equals 3 times x minus 1. In order to graph that, I just need a point on the line and the slope of the line. So first of all, what is my slope? Now I just need an xy point. Once I know one point, I start at that point and I go up 3 over 3 down, I'll go up 3 over 1, and that's my slope. What is one xy point on that line? Logan Spieth says
1 -2.
1, because I put a 1 there for x. Why did you say -2? Isn't that a +2, Logan?
Positive, yeah. So
He was asking it like.
No, you were right. I just wanted to explain why you got it, because you did get it right. Because the original equation is a negative, so to make this a positive, that one had to be a -2, because it's a -2 to give you the +2. Once you know that point, 1, -2, that's your one point you needed, and you know the slope is 3, so you just go up 3 over 1, and you've got the line graphed. Again, I don't understand the value of this, okay? But some of the things they'll do with you is this, they'll say write in point slope form a line that has a slope of 2 and a point of -5, 3. So if you're writing the point slope thing, I would always start with this. This is your generic form. And you're always putting in the sub 1s here. I get y minus, what's my y sub 1 going to be? 3, right? Equals, what's my slope? 2. And what's my x sub 1? Right, it's a -5, so in the end this is going to turn to a +5. This is point slope form. If they ask you to convert it to slope-intercept form, you just have to solve it for y, which means you take y minus 3, you take this, do distributive property there, which we already did, 2x plus 10, add your 3 over here, add your 3 over there, y equals 2x plus 13. Slope-intercept form, baby, is that right? Huh? And what if I told you to change this to standard form? Y equals 2x plus 13. Y equals 2x plus 13. Somebody, Noah Clausing, this is a good problem for you. How do I change that to standard form? It's way easy, actually. Standard form's the same as slope-intercept, except both x and y are on the same side. How do I get x and y on the same side? Oh boy. David Swenson. How do I get x and y on the same side? Oh, I think you're overthinking this, Cameron. She's not overthinking. Cameron English.
Don't you either add or subtract it only?
Exactly. So what am I gonna do? Kala. I just want my x and y on the same side. I can't do that. What's that? Alright, I'll go with Brooke because I like what she's thinking. I subtract y over, so now I have 0 equals 2x minus y plus 13. But
Then you gotta subtract.
then I gotta subtract my 13 to get it on the other side. And then you can flip-flop the thing, so it is 2x minus y equals negative 13. Now, you could have asked, somebody maybe was thinking, why didn't I just move my 2x over here? You can, but the only problem with that is in standard form, the x term needs to be positive. If you move this over
Are you
right
making
away,
a standard form? I thought we were making the weird form we just learned. I was so confused.
It was just.
It was just slope. Oh my gosh, I could have raised my hand and answered that, but I didn't.
if you move the 2x, over, you get a negative 2x there, and that's not acceptable because the first term is never going to be negative. But you could fix that easily just by making it positive, making it negative, making it negative.
Wow, I really overthought that.
Let me give you this. Do problem number 1 for me, and then do problem number 7, and then do problem number 14, and then we will do them all together to see if you are on some sort of like point slope form track. 1, 7, and 14. 1, 7, 14. 1, 7, 14. Work with me here. 1, 7, 14. 1, 7, 14.
Why can't they just write the numbers? Why do they have to be like in circles?
1, 7, 14. 1, 7, 14. You should be done with number 1 by now. 7 should take you 30 seconds or less. 14 is going to take a moment. 1, 7, 14. Meanwhile, I'm going to find it. 1, 7, 14. Where's point slope formula? This one? Yes. 1, 7, 14. Hint on 14, just find the slope. And you can write it in slope point, slope form. I've already got 2 points in slope, it'll be fine. There's actually 2 answers you could give for problem number 14, depending on which point you use for your point. Okay, there's only one answer for problem number 14, and that would be the first point. I'm not much for reading directions, Caleb, thank you. Fixing the error of my ways. Stop Watson. Are you? Really? Okay, I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to. Problem number 1. Always start off with writing what you know. And I can't change it if you don't at least show that. Slope right here is -4, so that goes in for the letter M. 7 goes in for the Y, and 2 goes in for the X. So your Y minus, follow my thing back to Y, equals -4 X minus that X number 2.
Yeah, I got it.
Just putting the points in there, nothing more than that.
I figured out what I was supposed to do for number 7.
Second one. Alright, you know the slope is -3. So you know when you find a point on this grid, you just have to use that -3 slope. The problem is this, okay? By the way, if this confuses you, you could always change it into slope-intercept form and do it. But you know this is a Y point and that's an X point, but you gotta think opposites, because this originally was X minus, so to get that minus to become a 2, the X had to be -2, because a -2 gives you the positive. Same thing with this. The Y had to start out being -4, because the -4 gives you a positive. So you really have to think opposites when you do that. So this is one point on the line, -2, -4. Once you know that one point, you just find the slope of -3. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1, and it has to go downhill. Up 3 over 1. Is that right? Up 3 over 1. Your line should look like that, or close to that. How many people that one? I didn't hear that cheering there. Well, if you got it right, I'm not. What did you do? Just out of curiosity. Okay. Like I
I
said,
don't know what my thought process was.
you could change it. You could get rid of this and make it in slope-intercept form. You know, you'll get it crossing the y-axis somewhere down here, I'm guessing, and then graphing it. But you know this is the slope, and you know you can get a point from those 2 values. And that'll give you that. How many people actually got that?
Wait, I thought we were supposed to do like the distributive properties. Like,
Only if you're changing it into slope-intercept form, which I think I was before.
I thought that's what we were doing.
And then this
Yeah,
one. This one here, okay? It's supposed to be written in point slope form, so you write down that form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And it's said to use these points, thank you very much. So you know that the y term is, y is 7 and x is that. But the problem is you need to find the slope. Now there's no easy way to do the slope other than write the slope formula. Slope is the change in y over the change in x. So you're going to have to sit down and take a little time to do that. Y2, I'll make those the 2's. 1, right on the parentheses. 1 minus 7, is that right? Over 5 minus 4, you end up with a -6 over a +1, so my slope is -6. So when you write the formula down, y equals Put my y in for y sub 1, I'm sorry. Y minus 7 equals -6 times x minus my x point was 4. Can I check and see if that's right? I will, because I told you this was not my, we didn't do this. I don't ever remember doing this in all my days. Oh, that's the wrong one. I've got it. Is it? Please say I got it right.
We got it.
Looks bad when the teacher gets it wrong. Question, stop me, concerned, you want me to do something again, slowly, faster? Watson? All you gotta do is find the slope and put the points in, everybody's happy.
So yeah, they use the second.
Follow the directions.
Which one did they use the second page?
The second page.
Oh my, you got it wrong.
Yeah, look at they use 5-1.
Why would they do that?
They did all of them wrong.
Maybe it should say, don't use the first point to write down this equation. I didn't make this up, by the way.
You did?
I didn't.
Oh.
Wait, what? Wait, look at number 60. What is that supposed to be?
Which one?
Look at number 60. What is the second point supposed to be?
16?
Oh.
Yeah, look at the second point there. It's not even in parentheses. It's just
Substandard material.
Yeah,
How they get a 4?
Yeah,
Where
that's
does
what
the 4
I
come
said.
from? Are you supposed to use the distributed fraction?
These people are not.
Why
Why are the answers in the middle of the graphs?
Can we cross out